Hello dear children, welcome back to our online classes. So now we are discussing about the motion and measurement of distances, and in our yesterday class we just discussed some of the basic things about this measurements, the motion and measurement of the distances. So in the ancient times we don't have any of the units, the proper units to measure the things, whatever it may be, the distance or width, length of the objects. So to measuring all this, we don't have any kind of proper measurements. So then we use some of the body parts to measure the distances. Likewise we use the foot. Foot means it is the distance covered by our foot. Nam pada ಎಷ್ಟು distance cover ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟಂದ್ರೆ ಏನದು 1 foot. And we can use the hand span. So the now in gain ante karteve ನೋಡಿ. Okay, hand span. So the distance from your thumb to the little finger. So that is what we can call as the hand span and foot span. And likewise the improper measurements were there. So this measurement means it is the comparison of a unknown quantity with a known quantity. Okay, an unknown quantity will be comparable with the known quantity. So that we call as the measurement in those days. So for example, what we know what is hand span. So hand span is the distance from the thumb to the little finger. So this what we call as the hand span. And this hand span is the known quantity, means it is the unit. Okay, and then the number, how many times we can measure from this hand span. So that is what the measurement, that is the comparison. For example, if I ask you to measure the length of the desk or the width of the desk, whatever I may ask, so that time by using the hand span, if I say, suppose if it measures around 12 hand spans. Okay, suppose if it measures 12 hand spans, then what we say that this 12 is the number. This 12 it is the number, and this hand span is the unit. Okay, so hand span it is the known quantity or the known measurement, and this number 12 it is the number. Okay, so we don't know the desk how much it has the width or how much it has the length, we don't know. So we have to measure with the hand span, that is the unit, which is the known quantity, and that is the unit. And if it measures 12 of these hand spans, then 12 hand span is the width of the table. So likewise we used to measure in those days. And later onward, so we know that every person is not of the same height. ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನರು ಏನು ಒಂದೇ height ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Every person don't have the same length of the fingers. Every person don't have the same size of the foot. So likewise different person is having different sizes. So when they are going differ, then we can measure those by using the hand span or foot. So that is not the proper measurement. It go on varying. Suppose when I said you to measure the width of the table, that may measures 12 hand spans. And the same task if I give to other person, it may varies. So likewise this is not the measure, they are not the proper measurements. And likewise even if we use many kind of like this. So for example, in the ancient time, the Egypt, the people use that the elbow, the cubit, what we can say, the Egypt people, they use the length cubit. So cubit means it is the distance from elbow to the tip of the finger. Distance from elbow to the tip of the finger. Tip of the finger. So this is what the cubit. Okay, cubit is the distance from elbow, from this elbow to the tip of the finger. This is what the people, they use yard. Yard means it is the distance from the tip of the finger to the chin. Okay, the yard is the distance from tip of the finger to the chin. ಈ finger tip ಇಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಗದ್ದುತ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, to the chin. So the distance from the tip of the finger to the chin, that is called as the yard. Usually in those ancient time, the cloth merchants and all, they use this yard as the unit of the length. And also they use the pace. Pace means the long step. So when we are walking now, we put the steps. So the steps between the means when we take a step, the distance covered by our step is called as the pace. Okay, pace means distance covered by one step. Distance covered by one step. So it is called the pace. So likewise, the ancient people, they use different kind of measurements, the units for the measurements. So the Egypt people, they introduced the cubit, and Roman, they introduced the yard and the pace. So likewise, the different units of measurements were there, and those measurements they were accepted by some of the parts of the world, and also they use these measurements as the standard units. Means in those days, means they are accepted and they are using it like standard only in those days. And even today also, in some of the parts of the country, we can see this cubit measurement. The flower sellers you might have seen for gardening and all. So the flower sellers, if we wanted to buy the flowers, they used to measure this by the cubit. Okay, ಮೊಳ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. 1 ಮೊಳ 2 ಮೊಳ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೂತಾರ್ತೀವಿ. 20 ಮೊಳ 30 ಮೊಳ according to our requirements. So ಅವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೊಳ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೌದಾ? So this is, even though in some convenient places this cubit is used, and also the small units, small measurement units like angula. Angula telkati, angula ಅಂದ್ರೆ one finger distance, or also the musti, one fist ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ angula ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. That is the smallest distance. And also we can see the most sophisticated measurements in the Indus civilization. So they construct some, their constructions are there in such a perfectly geometrical measurements are there. So that is one perfect measurement which we can see in the Indus civilization. So in the Indus valleys, so there they build some some of the constructions are there. So there we can see the perfect geometric in those constructions. So there we can say that the perfect measurements in the Indus civilization. Then also this cubit, yard or pace, whatever, it is gone varying from person to person. So the measurements are not the same. So they are gone varying from person. Little bit variations will be there. So exactly it will not measure the same. At least little bit difference will be there from person to person in the size of the body parts. So to overcome all these problems, so these cubit, yard and pace, since they are gone varying from person to person, it is not considerable, it is not acceptable universal. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಜಗತ್ತಿನೊಳಗಿರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಈ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದೇ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. And one person cannot measure all the things. ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. And ನಾವು ಈ ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ದು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ಬಾಡಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಇದ್ದಂಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ವೇರಿ ಆಗೋದು ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Then what we have to do? So later in the year of 1790, in the year of 1790, the standard units have made by the French standard unit of measurement. So here the standard units of measurement, the first it was created by French in 1790. The French people created standard measurements. First time standard measurements na create ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಯಾರು? French people, and that time they call them as the metric system. So for this standard unit created the standard unit for measurement, and they call it as metric system. Metric system, and these are accepted by all over the world. These standard units are accepted, and later many scientists were studying about this, and it was accepted by all the world over. Everyone accepted this, and many scientists were studied. And now recently what the measurements we are using, they are called as the international system of units. The measurements what we are using, that is called as international system of units. International system of units, that is we call as SI units. SI units means international system of units, which we are using now. At present what we are using, they are the international system of units, that is SI units, which are the standard units of measurements. So according to this measurements, so see, if we say the distance or the width of the table is 1 meter, okay, so the meter is the unit of length. So if we say a desk, the width of the desk is 1 meter, then 1 meter it is the standard unit of length. Okay, so this meter is the standard unit of length. Standard unit of length. And this meter, 1 meter is again, it is equally divided into 100 equal parts. Okay, so 1 meter, so this meter, it is the standard unit for the length, and 1 meter is divided into 100 equal parts. 1 meter equal to, it is divided into 100 equal parts, and these 100 equal parts are the 100 divisions which are there in 1 meter, that is called centimeter. So this is what we can say, 100 centimeter. So that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. And again, you might have seen the scale in your geometrical box. Yes, in geometrical box or scale irutadalla. So I will show you here. So this is the scale what you have in your geometrical box. So this is of 15 centimeter. Alla? So elladu scale irutadi 15 centimeter irutadi, and also the long scale will be there. So that measures 30 centimeter. So this is about 15 centimeter. So here from 0 to 1 centimeter, there are again small divisions are there. Again there are 10 equal divisions are there. So you can see, and also you can see this in your scale also. So see, there are in between 0 to 1, there are again 10 equal divisions are there. So that equal division, the 10 each, we can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 divisions are there in each centimeter, and that we call as the millimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter, mm we can give. So this is centimeter and this is millimeter. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter and 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So if we see the 1 meter scale, it is having 100 equal divisions, the 100 equal parts. So each part is equal to 1 centimeter, and again 1 centimeter. Again it is divided into 10 equal parts, so that we call as the 10 millimeter. So this is how we measure. These are the standard unit for length and how we used to measure. So okay, for example, now if it is for the short distance, we can use the meter. Okay, if you can walk from your home to the school, then we can measure that distance by the meters. Suppose if it is longer distance, then how can we measure? Yes, suppose if it is more than the meters. Suppose if it is larger distance, then meter is not convenient to measure the larger distance. Then we use to measure such a large distance, one more unit we use, that is called kilometer. Kilometer. So here this is the kilometer is the length of the unit which we use to measure the larger distance, which is not convenient to measure by the meter scale. So ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ meter scale ಇಂದ measure ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ convenient ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು larger unit ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, that is the length, that is the unit of the length, that is kilometer. And 1 kilometer that usually we mention by this small k and m. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So this is how we measure the distances. Suppose if the distance is again too larger, we also use one more unit, that is miles. Okay. So likewise, according to the larger distances, we use different kind of measurements. Okay. Likewise, we use different standard units. So it is for length. To measure the length, the unit of length is meter. So likewise, we use different measurements or different units of measurements. So likewise, we can say the liters. So liter is the measurement for the liquids. So if we want to buy the milk, so we used to buy in the liter quantity. Okay, 1 liter, 2 liter. So as per your requirements, we bring the milk. So such liquids we measure in the liters, and liter is the measurement, the unit of liquid, measurements for the liquids. So for example, 1 liter, again 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter, ml we can use. So 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. And suppose that too, if you want to measure the weight of an object or the mass of an object, we use the unit kg. Okay. So for the measurement of the distances, we use the meter, and meter is the unit for distance, to measure the distance. So whatever it may be in the millimeter, meter or kilometer. So finally here we use the meter. So this meter is the unit of length or distance, and the liter is the unit for measurement of the capacity, we can say capacity. So the quantity of the liquid, that is what we can say the capacity. And to measure the mass of an object, so we use one more SI unit, that is called as kg, means kilogram. We can use kg, that is kilogram. So this is the what, the unit for the weight, and 1 kg of mass is equal to 1000 grams. Okay, 1 kg of mass is equal to 1000 grams. So how? So likewise we use different standard unit for the measurements, to measure the distances, to measure the capacity, and to measure the mass of the substance. So we use standard units, and it is accepted universally. And these, what the standard units are there, these are universal, means wherever you can go in any corner of the world. So 1 kg, it is 1000 grams only. Wherever you can go, the measurement is same. 1 kg is 1000 grams only, wherever you can go. And 1 meter means this is 100 centimeter only. 1 kilometer means it is 1000 meters only. So likewise, these standard units what we are using, these are universally accepted, and they are the same throughout the world. So this is what we can say, the standard unit for measurements, that we can say international system of units, that is SI units. Okay, and now we can discuss the correct measurement of length. So I said the length we measure with the help of the standard units called meter. So how to measure correctly? Correct measurement ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು means how to get the correct calculation. So for that I will explain you how to measure the correct measurement of length. So just take the scale from your geometry box. So if you want to measure the width of the board or the length of this board, okay, so to measure the length of this board, we have to use the scale. So meter scale is convenient, but if it is not there, just for example I will explaining this for you. So if you want to measure the length of any object, so there you have to follow some methods. Some correct methods are there. So if you follow those methods, then you will Measurement of length. So to measure the length correctly, so first thing what I explained is, first thing have to keep the scale alongside. Keep the scale alongside of the length of the object, alongside, so to the object. And the next one, if any of the end is broken, if you are not able to see it properly, if the zero mark is wiped out, or if it is broken, and then what you have to do, you should not avoid measuring, you just take the next digit to that. ಈಗ 0 ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ಲ, 0 ಏನೋ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಬಿಡು ಹಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, the next, suppose 1 centimeter is visible for you, the mark, if it is visible, then you take the measurement from the 1. So for example, if you want to measure the length of this line, so that if the zero mark is not there here, the zero mark has broken, then you just start from the 1. Okay, if one mark is visible clearly, then you can start with 1. ನಿಮಗೆ 1 centimeter ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, suppose, so here I get 1, and from 1, yes, here it is 15, and so this is 1, here it is 15, then again from here 6 are there. So 15 plus 6, how much it is? 15 plus 6, 21. So this line measures 21 centimeter. But initially, where we have taken? From the 1. So 1 centimeter. So that time we should not say this line is measures 21 centimeter. So in that we have to subtract that 1 centimeter, because from 0 to 1 we are not marking. We have taken the measurement from the 1. So here 1 centimeter what is there, we have to subtract that. Then we can say that the line measures 20 centimeters. So this is the length of this line, say AB. Okay, so likewise you have to measure. Suppose if there are 2 centimeters are not there, again take from 3 and subtract 2. So likewise we can get the measurements. And you have to, the position of the person, the position, so here, if any end is broken, then take measurement from next mark, from the next clear mark. So from that we can measure. So then one more is there, one more method is there to get the readings correctly. So always we have to keep the scale in front of us. Okay, so in your textbook it is given, the picture is given, just open page number 101. So 101, page number 101, just open here. So you can see the figure 10.9b. So sorry, 10.9. So here A, B, C, 3 members are there. One is looking from here and C is looking from here, and B is in the front of the scale. So who will get the correct readings now? Yes, the B. B is, this is the proper position of the eye for taking the reading of the scale. So always it should be at the front of the observer. So if we are taking the reading, we have to look front. If we watch by the side, so some variations maybe, we may get some variations. So that always we have to observe from the front. always position of the means the position should be in front. So always to measure or to take the reading, eye should be in front. Means eye should be front. Means in front of the eye the scale should be present. So likewise we have to take the readings. Okay. Should be in front where the measurement to be taken. So this is how we have to take the measurements. So now you just do one activity which is given in your textbook. So you can measure the length of any object or the height. You just measure the height of you. Likewise, so now you are not there in the school, so just do this activity with your friends. So just mark one of your friends' height to the means on the just mark his height on the wall. Then everyone, just say if you are 4 friends are there together, just one friend's height you just mark on the board, and later each of you have to measure by using the measuring scale or tape. Then you write your observation and you do it in 2 ways. One, you just measure with the hand span and another you do with the measuring scale. So just it is there in the page number 101. So table 10.3. Yes, table number 10.3. So just you do like this. Measurement of height. Who measured the height? Suppose A, B, C, D 4 members are there. Write their name. And height in handspans. Handspan ಒಳಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬರೀರಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್. ನೀವು ಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಬಂದೈತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ everybody's handspans will be vary from one to another. Handspan ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ, handspan ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಕಾಲಮ್, ಆ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ, ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. The size of the hand is not same all the members, so that we get variations in the readings. But in the next column where the measurement in the centimeter, there also you may get some errors, very little. It is approximately it is equal, but very little variations you may find. That is because you are not measuring correctly. Yes, so you may did some mistakes in the measurement. So that is why the variations may comes. But if you all 4 members, if you measure exactly, then the last column which is there, the height of the person in centimeter, it will be same only. So this is what the standard measurement. So why these standard measurements are useful? So to get the accurate measurements, ನಮಗೆ accurate measurements ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, we must have to use the standard measurements. Okay. And next we can discuss measuring the length of a curved line. How to measure? If it is straight line, okay, by the handspan and all we can measure, and by using the meter scale, so we can measure the length. If it is straight line, then if it is curved line, how can we measure? So now we can discuss how to measure the length of a curved line. Measuring the length of a curved line. So suppose, say, if you have to measure the length of this curved line, say it is A and this point is B. If you have to measure the length of the curved line, so then now I will use the scale to measure it. Just observe, and you can also do it. Suppose if I measure like this, so till here I can measure. Till here I can measure. But what about this curved line? So again from here it is not convenient to measure like this, right? So in such cases the scale is not convenient to measure the length. ಈ curved line ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ದೇನು ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ಮೆಜರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ curved line ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು? So for that you have to take thread. Okay, so like this we just take a thread and make a knot here. One gun hakri. So allinda ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, just we have to start. So keep this knot here and tightly you just keep your finger here, dot your finger here, and then just go on measuring like this. So at the marriage go the hole, and where it will come exactly at the on that, and here you just dot your finger, and again you dot here, and again like this. So wherever the curves come, so on that you just go on doing like this exactly on that line. Okay, yes, so like this, and you have to stretch the thread so that you can get the correct readings. So like that you just go on measuring. Okay, and it is the final one. Yes, so this is what the length of the curved line. And how can we measure this now? Now we can measure this using the meter scale, and the meter scale I don't have, so likewise you have to measure. Okay, so this is how we have to. Then when we get, so this is what the length of this curved line. So if we measure the length, so we can straighten it. So if we measure the length of this thread, we can easily get the length of the curved line. So likewise we can measure the length of the curved line. So wherever it is not possible to take the reading by the scale, by the meter scale, we can calculate by this way. Okay, for example, if you wanted to measure the girth of the tree, girth means its surrounding, ಅದು ಸುತ್ತಳತೆ. Okay, one tree trunk ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸುತ್ತಳತೆ ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ we are not able to use the scale. It is not the convenient to measure the girth of the tree. Or if you want to check the size of the chest, okay, if you wanted to measure your chest size, then it is not possible to measure with the meter scale. So in such places, so where it is not convenient to use the meter scale, there we use the measuring tape. Measuring tape. So on the measuring tape also the same readings will be there, but we can use it, the measuring tape, it will be flexible so that we can use it for measuring the girth of the tree or the size of the chest. So like that we can use. And if you go to purchase the clothes and all, the clothes merchant, they use the meter scale there. The rod will be there. You might have seen. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಶಾಪ್ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಶಾಪಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಶರ್ಟ್ ಪೀಸು ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಚೂಡಿದಾರ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಇಂಥವೆಲ್ಲ ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೋತ್ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ ಕಡೆ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಆ ಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು, ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಬಟ್ಟೆನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕನ್ವಿನಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮೆಜರಿಂಗ್ ಟೇಪಿಂದ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ವಿನಿಯಂಟ್ objects. And today's class I will conclude here. I hope you have understood this, and even though if you have any queries regarding this, you can contact me and clarify your doubts. Thank you. Have a nice day.